hear her story, and her background itself is super inspiring. Okay, if you know the book called that title Retire Young, Retire Rich, she is one of the living examples of that. You know why? She retired from her job at 30 years old. She was an ex-corporate employee dealing with local authorities for product registration in another MLM company. She has bachelor's degree in chemistry, and just out of obligation, she actually registered as an Amway ABO. And little did she knew this was going to change her entire life. Today, at the age of 30, she's already full-time in the Amway business, meaning she retired from a 9-to-5 job. She doesn't have to work anymore. She's not an employee anymore. She's an entrepreneur on her own. And now she enjoys spending time with her family and her children. And she calls herself a full-time entrepreneur and a full-time wife. Okay. So without further ado, let's go into her lifestyle video, and you will hear directly from Founders Emerald, Estrine Wong.
Sunshine on my face, the weather's good, the day is bright. I watch it turn from dark to light and keep the music going, keep the good times rolling. And now I'll never let it stop, you'll only find me growing. Come on and sing out a song and don't be shy, cause you'll never know till you give it a try. Colorful like a work of art, a brand new day, a brand new start. And once you go up, you'll never come down. Like you walked around in the air with your feet far off the ground. And if it takes some time to ask you why, I'll see you with a smile. You'll tell me that life is grand, life is great, life is good, life is beautiful. You gotta give it all you got, everything you got to give. Time to shine, time to live. Life is grand, life is life. Life is beautiful. Now you're living with hope somehow. You're on the limited sky.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. Okay, my name is Estrine. First of all, a very thank you to our MC of the day, Harry, which is also my ex-neighbor. Okay, and also I'm so glad to be here today. It's really appreciate the invitation by our Emerald Nasri and Shukran. Very thank you to you guys, because I always think that there is a chance for me to grow whenever I got the chance to share, to do my sharing. Okay, and also not forgetting a very big thank you to our founders EDC, Kak Saleha and the late Dr. Aziz. Because of their word of wisdom, their great leadership, it always has been my best guidance along the journey. Really give them a lot of flowers, and also let me share my slide. Okay. All right. I hope you guys can see my slide, yeah. I would like to also so grateful and thanks to my upline, my mentor, my Diamond Direct, Sean Lee and Priscilla Liao, our founders Emerald, Mr. Lee and Mrs. Lee, and also our Diamond Direct Wong and Gan Yok Lee. And also please give them a lot of love and flowers. Without them, I could not be here today, okay? Let me raise a question to all of you today. Do you all agree that a good personality match is actually very important in order for us to pursue our career or a business for a better job performance? I think most of us think yes, right? That is why whenever we mention about MLM or Amway, most of the times we think that is something just not for us. And same to me, because I just feel that I don't have the character that suit for this industry. So today, give me 30 minutes. I will walk you through some of my story from someone who the character is not so matched for this industry. How I started from zero, and along the way how I achieved where I am today. Okay. So a bit of my humble background. My name is Estrine Wong, and you can call me Mii, or maybe but not Estrine, okay? It's Estrine. Someone maybe something ice cream or what? It's Estrine, okay? And then I born in Bahau, a very small kampong from Negeri Sembilan, and I was graduated from local university in degree in chemistry. Then I started to work for a few MNC company. The previous job is I'm working as a regulatory affairs and product development in a well-known MLM company. And then Amway came into my life at my late 20s, and now I am a full-time Amway business owner. Okay, and then like the majority, I was raised up with the common thoughts to study hard, get good grades, so that because we believe that good job means good life. So that's why we can live happily ever after. Okay, when I get a good job. So I always feel so safe and secure if I am able to work for a big corporation. So I always aim for a job which can offer me with a very good employment package, good perks and benefits, a job with high pay, and the best if I can travel around. Okay, my mom, my parents will be very proud of me if she can tell that, oh, my daughter is working for a very big corporation, or maybe she has a job that others are looking up for. So this is our belief, okay? And also I know in order to climb the corporate ladder, it is always not so easy. That's why I work very hard to sometimes even make myself to become the favor of my boss, you know, because why? Because I want to stay competitive enough. But I started to develop my crisis awareness when I help my company to conduct some interview session. I was told to only shortlist those who are aged below 35 years old and avoid having those planning for pregnancy or having baby. So that time it hit me suddenly, because why? There are a lot of opportunities out there, we do agree, right? That offering a lot of good income. But what always comes first is our qualification. What made you fit for this position? It seems like the favorite question that people will ask. So our opportunity is basically given based on our qualification. Unlike Amway, Amway is something like they provide the opportunity for us first. Then the qualification for success is always we can build along the way. That is why sometimes when we feel that because it's the social standard, we find that things that we need to really, the things that come and approach us is maybe not something precious. That's why we will just don't consider Amway most of the times, right? Or MLM. Just like for someone who is active in IG, sometimes if our account is public, so there are a lot of stranger requests. Most of us know 99% all are tipu one. That's why when things approach us, we are scared when we feel that it is not so precious, okay? So, and also when I started to develop the crisis awareness, right, I will tell myself, if I were to change job next time, it must be someone to headhunt me, so that I must work hard to stay competitive enough instead of going through the normal way of seeking job. I started to leave my option open actually after I worked for a few years. But then it's definitely a no-no to direct selling or Amway, because as what I said, I am someone who is not really have the character, because I feel like I just cannot do sales because I don't know how to approach people, and I feel embarrassed to approach people, or sometimes I feel like so hard sell to be in this field, to be in this industry. That's why actually what I want is what Amway is offering. You see the freedom, family, hooks and rewards, but then I always give myself a big protection in order to understand further. I always tell myself, oh, I am good with my current situation and all. But how I got signed up in this business? Because like Harry said just now, I simply just don't want to disappoint my upline who did me a free facial. So by having a thought that I give her a chance to do her business, but eventually it is actually the best chance that I give to myself to build my own dream. Okay, sometimes we would think that a close-minded person always have a very narrow view and narrow-minded. Why? Because that time I am someone who don't really know how to reject people. That's why that time I follow my friend, which is also my upline, to attend an Amway function. So that time I attend with unwilling heart. That's why I was very close-minded. I remember the speaker on stage, she's trying to share that through Amway, she managed to send her kids, she can build a better financial status to send her kids to study abroad. So I was so angry because basically I translate all the message into a very negative perspective. What I think is, wow, you trying to brainwash the youngster, that kind of the youngster out there to work for you so that you earn the money and then you send your kids to study abroad. Why don't you ask your kids straight away to come do Amway? No need to study. That is how negative I was that time. That's why after the event, I told my upline, never ever, I told my upline, after attended the seminar, I am even more confirmed that this business is not suitable to me. Okay, so since then, I really, I rejected her call for a follow-up for about a year time. But what happened is, until a day, my housemate, she heard that Amway Nutri-Light program, weight management program is very good. So she wants to slim down. So I act as the middleman just to give a call to my upline. So that time when my upline came, I am at home. So that time I saw her, it's really amazed because she has a great changes. She basically slimmed down and she seems to know a lot of nutrition knowledge. She seems to doing very well. So it's really opened my mind a bit. Since then, me and my housemate started to become, and then with the great product experience and the follow-up of my upline, I started to attend classes again, just like today, all the events like today, bit by bit, I started to adjust my thinking to not so influenced by the social standard. Okay, we started to accumulate more facts and data through the correct channel. Okay, and why not Amway, right? Sometimes we really have to take it very easy. Because to do Amway is really not my cup of tea. But to do Amway is really not about changing our interest. It's not about switching our profession or switching our passion in life. Just because we are passionate towards our life, what we want in life. That's why Amway came in as a transport for us to faster achieve what we want. Try to plug in what we want in life into Amway goal, then we will find it is more relevant and we can persist to it better, right? Just like the speaker that I mentioned just now. What's the message you want to deliver? It's just simply because she want to deliver the message about that she can build a better financial through Amway, so that her dream, fulfill her dream to send the kids to study abroad. So, and also we have to really make ourselves long enough in this environment so that we can really see things in bigger picture. You know what? After the kids are graduated and work as a professional, and then they also join their mother as in Amway business. So sometimes we can be so narrow when we are close-minded. That's why we have to really open our mind. So, and also these two books, right, is what helped me a lot when I first started the business in Amway, because as an employee, I really scared to do sales. my greatest barrier is really know how to open mouth. Okay, how to open mouth. So that's why from these two books, I really see the value of how to the power of building own network. And instead of trapping myself in the paycheck personality or in search of the ideal career, I must really build up myself to search to look for ideal lifestyle instead of career. That's why wealth is always not just measured by income. We can build the all-round success through Amway. That's why it really helped me a lot when I first started in the business. Okay, now we say, oh, a lot of value in the Amway, but really how? If I am not fit to do the Amway, why? Most of the times we all lack of confidence about ourselves. We always see, oh, the other people can, yeah, she can because she has many friends. I have very limited friends. I don't have time, like most of the employees, we don't have time, right? I am introvert. And furthermore, that time when I first started the this Amway business, I was actually working for Estrine MLM company. Most of the weekends, I have to conduct the product training to my company distributors, and the people that I meet the most basically is my colleague and the distributors, but I couldn't prospect them. So I really short of name list, but never mind. Because of the good habit that I have is whenever we are stuck in Amway or something, we always tell ourselves, continue attend the meeting, and also consistently look for our mentor, our upline, review with them. Sometimes you might think that I do nothing, but that's why I have nothing to review with them. No, we always communicate with them, review with them, so that they can really enlighten us. That's why I can continue to stay resourcefulness despite I have a lot of challenges, because I can just give up as a beginner. Furthermore, at that time, I really consider progress well in my career. That's why I build it when you don't need it. Things always has two sides, okay? Why? Sometimes when we see something is negative or it seems to be a barrier, but when we choose to face it, overcome it, we can find that a lot of hope behind, a lot of hidden opportunity behind. Let me quote you some example. Back then, when I was in my company, that time I overheard that, oh, they need to buy 3 units of Estrine to do some comparison. That's why I quickly think of some ways and ideas so that I can indirectly sell to the company. So that's why I closed 3 units of Estrine. Okay, quite a good deal, right? And also because of working for the Estrine the company, I have chance to also deal with a lot of different brand in the same industry. It means Estrine company, a lot of different other brands. All the insider news really helped me to develop the confidence, not in my company product, but in Amway products and plans. That's why it really also helped me to open mouth also, because when we gain the confidence, when we open mouth, we don't feel like we are someone who trying to push people to buy, but we will feel that when I open mouth, if I don't share it, it's the waste of is a waste for you. It's not for me. That's why I must always I easily can open mouth and share with every stranger just because of the confidence. Okay. And also, guess what happened? After I leave the company, there's one day my marketing director, she called me. She said, hey, Estrine, let's say I would purchase the whole series of personal care and home care products from you. But in return, you need to do me the demo. Okay, so at one point of time, I was thinking, hey, yeah, if I do the demo for them, then it's like I am betraying Amway. Then I said, hey, never mind. It's still a sales. If today they don't copy from me, they also can easily copy from some others else. So today you can copy our products, you can copy our demo, but you definitely cannot copy our culture and leadership. Okay, so I go. So eventually I do the demo in the conference room. You know what happened? My marketing director started to take out an A4 paper and she started to write down, wow, this bleach seems so good. I'm buying. Who wants to buy? She started to gather order with the rest of the marketing staff. Okay. Eventually, I got about 6 to 7 units of orders for bleach, dish drop, and LOC, and a list of the products. that really expand my confidence again. Why? Because somehow the competitor, or be it the competitor or what, so they are also a consumer, right? A consumer or a human being, I would say. Consumer basically cannot resist to things, to good things. Seeing is believing. That's why demo is so important, right? Eventually, they really buy a lot from me. So this is one of the story. And also when I walk out from the conference room, that time I bumped into my MD. So that time he was a bit sarcastic. He said to me, "You don't come and influence my girl, yeah." So, but I don't take it personally. But until this post, it just happened like few months ago. I post something about my my life after I achieved something in Amway. Then I got a compliments from him. So sometimes success is really the best gift for ourselves, right? Okay, so these are some of the story. So after building the business for in part-time basis for about 2 to 3 years, I can turn myself, I can set myself free from the 9 to 5 job, which is the best gift for myself before I turn 30s. So I really enjoy the moment that I can sleep in the morning, especially if it's a rainy day. In the Monday morning, I don't have to rush myself to wake up from the cozy bed, listening to the raindrop. I don't need to rush myself up to the massive jam, worrying how to explain to the HR or why I am late, and all these things is really one of the enjoyment that I find the best for myself, because I really hate traffic jam, okay? And then also to take charge of our own life. I really thanks to Amway, because the first rule to be able to take charge of our own life is we own a business or a so-called career or what that can let us take control of our own income. Means we can decide our own increment and things like that, and also we can take control of our own time. Another story to share with you all. I remembered my dad was hospitalized for 1 month in the hospital. I am the one who take care of him for every day. Looking at the time spent with him, the patient next to my father suddenly tell me, he said, "Oh, it is so good to have a daughter like you." Then he said, our kids doesn't need to have a very good career, but have time to spend with parents is the most important thing. And after I understand further, I got to know this uncle. Actually, he has 2 sons and 2 daughters. They are basically having a very high ranking in their corporate world. And one of them even owned 4 audit firms, but none of them came and visit him. So I can see this really remind me of the value that I gained from Amway. But one thing that uncle don't know is, because social standard, people think that if you have time means you basically you don't really have a good job behind, or you don't really earn more. Okay, but one thing uncle that didn't know that with Amway, other than time, I actually also own a very good business and good future too. So you may see me wearing casually, stay at home, but I can also choose to dress up myself and walk out like a pro through the Amway platform. So it is not surprised that ladies, women at my age that can spend time with the kids, because most of them because we can choose to be housewife. But what sets us apart is the value I have, and also the income that I can earn. So, and also we say there are a lot of opportunities out there right nowadays in this era. Really a lot of opportunities. But why Amway? Actually, I do have a lot of different exposure to extra source of income, including I did translation job for manual books, English, Bahasa, Mandarin, Chinese, and easily we can earn a few thousand just to translate a project, some manual books without going out. And also I did some translation job also for some super branded makeup, super branded one for some makeup artists from China or Taiwan, you know. But all this is what I learned from Amway because of the public speaking skill or the confidence. That's why I can get all these so-called extra source of income as well. But then to me, this is not what I want, because all this is still a temporary income. Why don't we, if Amway, they provide, it allow us to really build our asset that really take care of us, not just for now. We can build the income not just for now and also for the future. That's why it is not something hand stop, mouth stop. Okay, so this is the value and the quality of the income in Amway. So, and I used to a bit skeptical to earn a stable income through so-called MLM or Amway. My parents even advised me that time. And she said, "You mind are you okay? You don't really don't let the Amway business affect your main source of income." But I have proved that the Amway income is so solid that it started from helping me to pay off for some bills, PTPTM loans, and until the house, my house loan and my car loans is all basically approved through this Amway bonus slip. So this is actually a value and what I proved to myself, okay? And also from my started, actually I did get rejection also, especially the first person is my another half, back then my boyfriend. So that time I was started the business by myself, by my own. You know, sometimes when what makes us fail in the business is not the enemy, but is the caring messages or opinion from our friends around. That time I remember that I have a lot of friends. When they see me, they say, "Oh, you as a lady, you better don't come out at night. It is so dangerous." Actually, it's not very late also. It's about 9 something. But they say, "It's so dangerous for you. You better stay at home. After work, stay at home." And then also I did hear some opinion or advice telling me that, "Hey, your husband-to-be cannot afford you, man. Why you have to so hardworking, come out to work, to earn so much money?" So all this, really, if we are not firm about what we want in Amway, maybe it will affect us, right? So that's why I said persist on what we want until you will really now win the respect. And also today, my another half, my husband is even more enthusiastic than me in the business, building together, okay? And also I have very limited name list, right? From one person until actually what we focus is really not what we don't have. We really have to go all out. If we want, the how will come automatically. So the limited name list really from my one person goal until we can have a whole team is a team goal now. And also one challenge, let me share about some challenges, some up and downs in Amway, okay? You know what, when through our journey from I think it's CD to Founder CD, that time I purposely took leave that day just to show some artistry samples to my friends who might interested to buy. So that time when I waited in the traffic jam, suddenly a snatch thief broke my glass and took away my bag and snatched away my bag. That time inside the bag, I have a cash money of 3,000 plus, which collected from a few customers. And also the bag is my lifetime first ever LV bag. So you know, girls love bags, ma. So that time when the snatch go away, the first thing in my mind is, oh, my LV bag is not about the cash money. I forgot about the cash money. So guess what? At the day itself, the evening time, actually I have another appointment at Malacca. Okay, the case happened in Selangor. So another appointment in Malacca to share atmosphere. Do you think I continue the appointment or I cancel off the appointment? I go for the appointment. Okay, but guess what? Do I close deal for the atmosphere? Yes, no, no. But never mind. I didn't blame anything, even though what we say a lot of challenges. I still attend the appointment, but it's still a rejection for me. But never mind. It is all add up to our momentum and fighting spirit in the business, right? Okay, things happen. Okay, pass. Guess what? Another few months later, me and my husband, our car got stolen. 2 cars got stolen. The thief came into our house, took our key in the midnight and drove away without us knowing. Good thing is one unit of my Estrine in the living hall, they didn't know what is that, so they didn't take. So my upline told me they can steal your your things, but they cannot steal your dream. Okay, and that day I remember it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is our center meeting. That day itself, we appear in the center meeting as well. So really, this is the spirit that we have that time. So we didn't really give ourselves an excuse not to fight or I have to wait until I have transport and things like that. No, that's why we managed to reward ourselves after we bought a car that we like, maybe just to revenge the feeling. And also another thing is this one is really, and that time when I qualified to Paris, when we reached there, the first shop, because there are a lot of shop, right? The first shop that I rushed into is Louis Vuitton. Why? Because the bag that the snatch thief got away is the Amway bag. That's why I want to buy back a bag. So from with Amway money, that's most happy thing. Okay, so really sometimes the small rejection is no longer the rejection, the challenges is just a small matter when we overcome it. Okay, and I'm really thankful the positive environment and friends in Amway. It really helped me to add on values to myself and the continuous self-development. So I got to learn a lot of new skills, including makeup, being a weight management coach, public speaking, how to deliver message, better deliver our message, and also even cooking and baking. I remember that time when I tendered my resignation to my MD. So he said, he wished to counter offer me because he said I am the one of the very few in the company that has a very good positive attitude and growth mindset. He said we hire people for their attitude, we train them for their skill. So that time I really, this is the result that I'm willing to spend my after work time in Amway. That's why I grow to be someone that is that others are looking up for. Okay, so life is really colorful and fun with Amway. We can continue to create a lot of memories with different experience and costume. Okay, these are the life with Amway, and also the free 5-star travel. I know nowadays it's very easy for us to travel around, but one thing different to travel with Amway, because it's all free, all expenses paid. I can even travel with my friends, and I also brought my mom to US through Amway. Okay, this is really fun. So let us work hard together and let Amway reward us with the great 5-star travel. And normally when we travel by our own, we will budget a little bit in things we eat or the accommodation, but with Amway we get to eat a lot of expensive stuff. Okay, this is the value. I think this one I will not share more. Okay, and then of course I always say when we face any negative or challenges, when we overcome it, it can become a very inspiring story, a story that worth of recognition. So whatever happened, we must think it is good. Why? Because after we overcome it, it will become, eventually, is something for us to inspire ourselves as well as the friends around. Okay, and also I believe different life stage, we have different needs. Okay, I walked through Amway in 20s, 30s, and now I'm 40s. Okay, so in the 20s, Amway is really provide me a platform to learn how to be entrepreneur with very limited resources. But that time we can build the multiple income, just like everyone here. We are young, we can build our multiple income. And then when I turn 30s, especially for ladies, we can enjoy the freedom and flexible schedule to build the business and also juggle the family and kids. So really thanks to Amway, I don't need to choose between the career and my family. Why? Because mostly at the 30s, the ladies have to really struggle between I have to take care of the family or really fight in my career. So in Amway, I can choose to fight with the breast pump all the way with me, or I can choose to have a good time with my daughter and even my son now. Okay, really walk the talk. We break through our 3-pin in consecutive in a year when the arrival of the first child in our life. So, and actually there is no excuse, right? When we really need to fight, because Amway is so flexible for us. Even you see, I can still sign up people, and I remember this time is I just closed one Dreamland mattress just a minute before I deliver. Okay, and also when we walk the talk, the team will follow. And also when I turn 30s, I can continue through this platform. I can continue to really invest in myself to continue stay young and stay healthy. And this is after my second pregnancy. And also, yeah, through the really thanks to the body key weight management program, I really slimmed out a lot and get more fitter, even more fitter compared to last time before I delivered. So let me share you two scenario. Okay, I always ask myself, if today without Amway, who I am today. Okay, so different choice really lead to different outcome. So I really enjoy the peace of mind when the pandemic attack, which happened during my second pregnancy and my confinement time. I don't have to worry about pay cut or loss of job, or even being penalized just because of I am pregnant at that time. Okay, and also I don't have to worry or how to I don't have to be headache to look for someone to help me babysit my newborn, or someone to juggling my daughter virtual class with the Google Classroom. I believe that parents who gone through this time, they really can understand the hassle and all. So really thanks to Amway, who really helped me to prepare a lot to face all this uncertainty. And also, instead of gaining weight during the pandemic, my business grow as well. One again, it proves that because most of the people out there, if they don't give themselves a chance to understand more about Amway or the products, they will think that Amway is so old now and the product is so boring. But then once again, this pandemic has really proved that the demand for the necessity products doesn't decline during the recession. People basically want to boost up their immunity with the new norm, boost up their immunity, want to stay healthier, stay young and stay fit. So basically stay at home more, make people really the usage of the home appliances, water and the air, the quality in the house and all is really increases. That's why, and also very thanks to Amway, the company who really launched a lot of new products. I was so amazed that when the time they launched the collagen peptide, suddenly the business grew a lot. And wanting to look beauty and stay young is always everyone's desire. That's why with the Amway, with the company supports, we can really hook on to the trends, and we can really, the business can grow well a lot. Okay, and also when we said the world, yes, how to when our friend asked, oh yeah, in this new era there are a lot of opportunities, why must I choose Amway, right? So one question we can ask them, which business can really provide a legacy income? Yes, there are a lot of side income opportunity, a lot of side hustle, but then what are the opportunities that can really provide us with the legacy income, like Leslie said just now? If your income is inheritable, then our effort will not be waste. So that's why in Amway we are building our network. It is a priceless property. Just like when a friend of mine who refused to understand further in Amway, there was once he told me, when he see I have some result in Amway, then he told me, hey, why don't you develop your own brand, then you sell, since you can sell so well, Estrine, why don't you develop your own brand and then you sell for your own brand? Why you sell for Amway? Be your own founders. But they don't know. Actually, in Amway, we are the founders of our own network. In Amway, we are not just a salesman. We don't sell. We don't just sell forever. Amway is the platform that really provides the best strategy for us to leverage our intangible asset. So that is the beauty of Amway. That's why I say in this new era, last time maybe only offline, it's more towards like, oh, we go out, find people. But now with the online, people can find us as well. So with online and offline, we can really speed up the possibility and we can be very unstoppable. So I really hope everyone here have a good position about ourselves, fortify our why, and then really have a lot of massive action from now on. So I really hope to see you all at the top. And with here, I would like to end my sharing. Thank you so much.